Hey everyone, welcome back. We've been getting a ton of questions about AI lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so you sent over a bunch of really interesting articles and research on AI and like how it's becoming a part of, well, pretty much everything we do.
Right.
And I have to say, I'm pretty excited to dive into this with you.
Yeah, me too.
So we're going to be talking about smart homes,
Yeah.
how we communicate, even AI's impact on things like creativity and finances, even entertainment.
Wow.
And I think by the end of this deep dive, you're going to have a much clearer picture of how AI is already shaping the world around you, even if you don't realize it.
Yeah, one of the things that really struck me about all the material you sent over is just how big this is. It's
Right.
not just some, futuristic fantasy anymore. AI is like, it's here, it's happening now, and it's everywhere.
It really is, and I bet you interact with AI way more than you even realize.
Probably, yeah.
Think about it for a second. When you ask Siri or Alexa for like the weather or
Mhm.
Netflix suggests what to watch next, or even just, scrolling through your social media feed,
Yeah.
it's all AI. All those algorithms are powered by AI.
It really is. And it's only going to become more common. And one of the reports you sent predicted that the global AI market is going to hit something like $1.6 trillion by 2030.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not just growth. That's like AI becoming deeply integrated into our lives.
That's huge. Okay, so I think we need to clear up some misconceptions about AI because,
Oh,
there's a lot of like fear and confusion out there.
oh, absolutely.
Like one of the big ones is that, AI learns all by itself,
Right.
like it's some kind of magical being. But
Right. Like it's just going to wake up one day.
exactly.
No,
So,
no. AI systems can process information and adapt, sure. But they are still heavily reliant on us, on human experts. I mean, it's
yeah.
the experts who are designing the algorithms, feeding them the data, and constantly refining how they learn. It's a tool, a really powerful tool, but
Ah.
it's not independent. It's
Uh,
not thinking on its own.
okay, so another big fear is that AI is going to steal all our jobs.
Sure.
I mean, automation is happening,
Yeah.
but is it really all doom and gloom?
It's important to remember that, well, throughout history, when we've had these big technological advancements, we've seen new jobs created, not just jobs lost.
Right.
And in fact, a lot of the material you sent actually highlights how AI could create new jobs, better jobs, more fulfilling, better pay. It's
Uh,
really about adaptation. It's about using AI to do what it's good at so that we can do what we're good at.
work smarter, not harder. Right.
Exactly.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about AI in our homes.
Literally.
Literally, in our homes. I mean, some of these articles I was reading paint such a vivid picture of an AI-powered house. It sounds almost magical.
It kind of is.
It
I
is?
mean, imagine you walk in your door and the lights just adjust to your favorite setting.
Yeah.
The thermostat already knows what temperature you like and when you like it out.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and music starts playing. It's all about making life, well, easier and more comfortable.
And what I love is that it's not just about these big, flashy things.
Right.
There was this one story I read about a woman who used get this, a vibration sensor connected to her nightlights. So all she had to do was tap her nightstand.
That's pretty cool.
And a dim light guides her to the bathroom. She doesn't even have to turn on a bright light and wake up her husband.
That's smart.
It's these little AI innovations that I think are so fascinating.
And they make a huge difference.
Exactly. It's like AI anticipating your needs. It's pretty remarkable.
It is.
Okay, so AI is not just about smart homes. It's also changing how we communicate, especially in this digital age.
Oh, for sure. I mean, all this material really points to AI having the potential to fundamentally change how we talk to each other, both written and verbally.
And it already is. Think about Grammarly, which catches your typos
Oh, I love Grammarly.
and suggests better ways to phrase things. It's like having a personal editor with you all the time. Exactly. And then there's ChatGPT, which can help you brainstorm ideas,
Yeah.
generate content, even translate languages. I mean, it's pretty incredible.
It is. It is.
Now, if you're like me and you struggle with taking notes during meetings, there's Otter.ai, which can transcribe audio in real time so you can actually focus on the conversation instead of,
Oh, that's a lifesaver.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to work on your public speaking skills, there's Udly, which is an AI speech coach that analyzes your delivery and gives you personalized feedback.
It's like having a coach in your pocket.
Right there.
Yeah.
The best part is how accessible these tools are. I mean, a lot of them are free trials or low-cost options. So anyone can benefit from this kind of AI-powered communication.
And it really is for everyone. I mean, everyone can benefit from writing better and communicating better.
Absolutely. Okay, here's something I think might surprise people. AI and creativity.
Yeah.
You might think they're like total opposites.
Right.
But a lot of the research you sent really makes a strong argument for how AI can actually boost our creative potential.
It's true. I mean, take Canva, for example. It's a design platform.
Well done, Beata.
Yeah, and it has all these AI-powered features, so you can, like, easily create really cool visuals.
Yeah, and it makes it so easy.
Super easy.
And then you have these AI image generators like Dall-E 3 and Midjourney, which can literally take your ideas and turn them into images, is wild.
I know, and it keeps getting better and better.
It does.
There was one article that profiled, I think it was a fashion designer and I can't remember, I think she was a busy mom.
Wow.
And they were both using AI to explore their creative sides.
Wow.
And they were making amazing things. I mean, it just shows you that AI can be used by anyone to be more creative, no matter your background.
That's awesome. Speaking of empowerment, let's talk about AI and personal finance.
Okay.
I know this is an area where a lot of people are hesitant, to trust AI with their money, but there are some really compelling benefits to consider.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, one of the things I read said that only 4 out of 10 Americans actually believe that AI is helpful when it comes to managing their finances, which I get. Money is very personal.
Right.
But AI-powered budgeting apps can actually be a game changer. They can help track your spending, categorize your transactions, even give you insights into your spending habits that could save you money.
I love that. And for those of us who are thinking about investing, there are AI-driven platforms that can analyze your risk tolerance.
Right.
And then suggest investment plans tailored to you. And on top of that, you have AI-based fraud detection systems that are constantly getting more sophisticated, so they really do help protect your money.
It's another layer of security.
Exactly. And there are some really cool tools out there. I've heard of Eva Money, which helps optimize your investment portfolio.
Yeah.
And MintZip, which offers intelligent budgeting and expense tracking.
It's amazing how much it can do.
It is. Okay, so this next one might surprise you. AI and mental well-being. I know it's not something we usually think of when we talk about AI, but the research suggests that AI has huge potential in this area.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the need for mental health services is growing rapidly. And AI can play a role in making those services, more accessible and more personalized.
Right. It's like having support available to you whenever you need it.
Right, exactly. And it can be tailored to your specific needs, which is huge.
Yeah, and there are already some incredible apps doing just that. Have you heard of Youper?
Youper.
It's a cognitive behavioral therapy chatbot that can help you manage anxiety and stress. And then there's Wysa, which is an AI-powered happiness buddy.
Cute.
I know, it's adorable.
Yeah.
And then there's MoodKit, which is an app with activities that are scientifically proven to improve your mental well-being.
That's cool. I like that.
It's like having a toolbox for your mood. I love that.
Yeah.
One of the articles even talked about how AI could be used to predict mental health needs by analyzing patterns in our digital behavior.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of mind-blowing.
It is. It is.
It raises questions about data privacy and ethical AI development, but the potential is definitely there.
Yeah. I mean, there are always ethical considerations.
Absolutely. Okay, and finally, we can't forget how AI is changing the world of entertainment.
Oh, yeah. How could we?
I mean, everything from personalized recommendations to AI-generated music and art. It's transforming how we consume and experience entertainment.
It really is. And I think one of the most incredible things is how AI can personalize the experience. It helps us wade through this sea of content out there and find what we actually want to watch, listen to, read.
It's like having a personal curator, just for you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think about Spotify's Discover Weekly playlists.
Oh, I love those.
Or how Netflix seems to know exactly what you're in the mood for, right?
It's spooky sometimes.
It is, but it's all those algorithms analyzing your listening and viewing habits, just to give you what you want.
And then Spotify even has an AI DJ now, which is a whole other level of personalization.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like having your own radio station, but it's all AI generated.
And it even has an AI voice that introduces each track.
It's amazing how far it's come.
It really is. It's clear that AI is having a huge impact on all aspects of our lives. And we've only just begun to explore what's possible.
I think that's what makes it so exciting.
It really does. It's amazing to think about all the ways AI is already part of our lives.
And it's moving so fast.
It really is. I mean, reading through all this stuff, it seems like every day there's a new AI breakthrough or a new application.
Yeah, it's incredibly dynamic. And I think as the technology keeps advancing, it just opens up so many new possibilities.
So give us a peek into the future. What are some of the AI developments on the horizon that you're really excited about?
Well, one area that I find really fascinating is conversational AI.
Okay.
We're seeing chatbots and virtual assistants getting so much more sophisticated. I mean, they're becoming capable of having conversations that feel really natural, almost human-like.
It's almost a little freaky to think about, like, having a conversation with an AI that's basically indistinguishable from a real person.
Hmm.
What are the implications of that?
I mean, the potential applications are huge. Imagine AI-powered customer service reps that can actually handle complex questions,
Oh,
or
wow.
virtual tutors that can provide personalized education, tailored to each student's needs.
So it could really change how we interact with companies and how we learn.
Absolutely.
What else is coming down the pipeline?
Well, advancements in computer vision are giving AI the ability to actually see and understand the world, like visually,
Yeah.
and do it with incredible accuracy. And we're seeing this already having a big impact in areas like self-driving cars, where AI is used to navigate roads and avoid
So
obstacles.
AI is not just getting smarter, it's getting, like, more perceptive.
Exactly.
It's pretty wild.
It is, and then there's reinforcement learning,
Okay.
which is allowing AI systems to learn through trial and error, just like we do.
So they can actually experiment.
They can experiment, make mistakes, and then adjust their behavior based on what happens.
So AI is becoming more adaptable.
More adaptable, more autonomous.
Wow. What are some of the, like, real-world applications of this reinforcement learning?
Well, we're already seeing it being used to train robots to perform complex tasks, or, develop AI systems that can play games and beat human champions.
Like those chess AIs.
Exactly. Yeah, and even things like financial trading algorithms that can spot patterns in the market and, make profitable trades.
It's a little intimidating to think about, honestly.
It is. It's powerful stuff. And, some of the sources you sent even touched on some pretty futuristic ideas like constitutional AI.
Constitutional AI, what is that?
It's a really interesting concept where AI systems are actually programmed with a set of core principles, kind of like ethical guidelines that govern their behavior.
So we're not just making them smarter, we're trying to make them, like, more ethical.
Exactly. It's like giving AI a moral compass, ensuring that as AI gets more powerful, it's aligned with our values.
So it's not used for, bad stuff.
Right. It's all about making sure it's used for good.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the advancements, the cool stuff,
Yeah.
but there's also the impact on the job market. A lot of people are worried about automation leading to job losses.
It's a valid concern, and it's something we need to be talking about and thinking about.
For sure.
But it's important to remember that whenever we've had these big technological shifts in the past, it's always led to new opportunities as well.
Okay.
Think about the invention of the automobile. It led to the decline of the horse-drawn carriage industry.
Right.
But it also created a whole bunch of new industries around automobile manufacturing, repair, transportation, the whole ecosystem around it.
So it's more about adapting and evolving our skills to kind of stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
think the key is to focus on those skills that are uniquely human, like, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and emotional intelligence.
Those are things AI can't replicate.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. Not yet, exactly. Those are going to be the skills that are really in demand in an AI-powered world.
For sure.
It's not about humans versus machines. It's about finding ways for humans and machines to work together.
Exactly. AI can automate those tasks, analyze data, and give us insights, which frees us up to focus on the things that we're good at, the higher level thinking, the strategic stuff.
This has been so eye-opening. It really feels like AI is changing everything around us. So what can our listeners do to prepare for this AI-powered future?
Well, I think the most important thing is to embrace lifelong learning.
Yep.
Technology is always evolving, and AI is no different. So it's really about staying curious, exploring new ideas, and constantly updating your skills.
So don't be afraid to jump into those online courses or read books and articles about AI.
Exactly. And don't just limit yourself to the technical stuff. Cultivate your creativity, work on your critical thinking and emotional intelligence. Those are the things that will make you stand out.
Awesome. So what else can our listeners do to kind of be active participants in this whole AI revolution?
Well, I think it's important to support companies and organizations that are developing AI ethically and responsibly. Choose products and services that prioritize things like privacy and fairness.
So be informed consumers and advocate for ethical AI development.
Exactly. And engage in conversations about AI, share your perspective and help shape public policy around this technology.
It feels empowering to know that we have a voice in all of this.
We do, and we should use it.
Okay, so throughout this deep dive, we've mentioned a ton of resources and tools.
Great.
Don't worry, we've put together a list of all of them in the show
Your
notes.
AI starter kit.
Exactly. So it's a great place to start experimenting with different AI applications and see what works for you. And remember, it's okay to start small and just learn as you go.
This has been such a great exploration of AI and its impact on our lives. And honestly, as AI continues to evolve, the future is going to be pretty amazing.
It really is. You know, it's amazing to think how much we've covered, and we've really only just scratched the surface of this whole AI world.
It is pretty mind-blowing.
It is, but I think it's a good reminder that AI is, well, it's more than just a buzzword, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's a massive field that's constantly evolving. There's always something new to discover and learn about, and it feels like the possibilities are just, I don't know, endless.
They really do, and that's what makes it so fascinating, you know?
Totally. So before we wrap up, let's make sure our listeners walk away with some key takeaways, like their AI cheat sheet.
Okay, I like that.
So first and foremost, AI isn't some distant future technology, you know.
Right, it's not sci-fi anymore.
It's here, it's now, and it's probably already a part of your daily life in ways you don't even realize.
Yeah, like how you use your phone, how you get directions, how you shop online, all of that is probably using AI in some way.
It's making those everyday experiences, smoother, more personalized.
Exactly.
And as we've talked about, it has the potential to really make life, well, just better, easier, more efficient, even more enjoyable.
And we've just touched on a few of the applications here, like those creativity tools, the finance apps. I mean, this is not just a tech trend. It's really a fundamental shift in how we live and work.
Big time. And if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by it all, remember that we've put together that list of all the tools and resources we talked about.
Oh, yeah, that's in the show notes.
So that's your AI toolkit.
Exactly. It's your starting point.
Yeah, and it's a great way to start experimenting with AI, finding what works for you. And remember, you don't have to become an AI expert overnight.
Start small. Try different things. See what you like.
It's all about making AI work for you, not the other way around.
I think that's key.
Well, it's been amazing exploring the world of AI with you, and hopefully our listeners are feeling a little more informed and maybe even a little more excited about all the possibilities that AI has to offer.
Me too. And remember, the future is full of potential, so stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, have fun exploring.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's a wrap on this deep dive into AI. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.